represented me with the worst image. But I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance. I Chelasway, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson. September, yes, 26. Guess what? This year is getting out of here, 2017. We live on Pegasus, Channel 13, Spectrum. You can call in tonight. We're in the studio. Area code 607-272-0319. But if you miss tonight, you can pick us up on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. or Thursday morning at 10:30 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m. But if you don't have Spectrum, I can send you a direct link to your phone or your tablet, and you can have the show. Doesn't matter what geographical area you're in, doesn't matter where you're located, you can have a direct link. We send a direct link all around the world. One of our guests is here tonight. We send a direct link to her, Sena, and she's from Turkey. We send a direct link to Roy, he's in India. Also, Chase, he's in Lebanon, Beirut. And one of our crew members, yes, Irene Case, she's in England, London. Yep, so it doesn't matter where you at, you can get a direct link. Also, Kimberly from Texas. So it doesn't matter where you at, geographical location, you can get a direct link to the show. And so we want to let you know that this living wage is on board, so we're asking you to get on board. And now I want to go to the shout-outs. I want to go to Chela from the Bronx, and she's got CM Honeys, and she truly is a honey. And this is a video for 1 hour and 15 minutes. She also has chocolatemodels.com. Yes, Chelasway. She got 31 videos, and you can have it. And now you have to go to chocolatemodels.com. You'll see every feature she has there, so you can get it at chocolatemodels.com. She also has Straight Stunning magazine, and this is her 10th year in the industry. And guess what? She's #1 in that industry. And so this is her anniversary. And so you can get it. And you have to go to straightstunninggmagazine.com, and guess what? Get everything she has available. She also has issue 145, Straight Stunning magazine. You can go on that website and you can see every issue, and you can see all that she has. Chelasway from the Bronx. She's also dealing with the Looney Tunes. On Saturday morning, children, they don't like to eat breakfast. They don't like to get up in the morning. But when they get up, they go straight to the tube and watch the Looney Tunes. So she helps you get your breakfast, a balanced breakfast, especially children, because they don't like to eat breakfast. And guess what? She can be on a cereal box near you. We also have her in Dorsey Girls. She's on the cover of this magazine, and you can get it from chocolatemodels.com, straightstunninggmagazine.com, and you can see Chelasway from the Bronx. She also has another issue, and this is a DVD for 25 minutes, and it's called SexyAssLadies.com, and it's a 25-minute DVD. You can have it. The website, SexyAssLadies.com. Also, want to give a shout out to Jackie, and she's at Sally's, and we also have Ashley, Jean, Lorraine, and Anna, and they all in the mall. We also have Dot and Melissa, and they're with us. You can get a shout out as well, but don't forget to tune in to us. Here with us tonight, special guest, Sena, and she is from Turkey, and she's here with us tonight, and we'll talk to her. And also co-host Milton Webb. How you doing? Sena, how you feeling?
Okay, thank you.
Good,
How are you?
good. I see you've been all around the world, and especially in Ithaca anyway, you know?
A little bit.
Yeah. So, how's everything going? I know the last time we saw you you was getting out of school. It was the end of your semester, and we was on Verizon Wireless. We was on the picketing line. That's correct.
Yeah, that's the last
And that
time
was the last time we saw you. And by a fact, Verizon Wireless settled. At Cornell, they had a meeting because we was going up there to picket and everything on a Saturday. But Pete Myers sent me a text that says they settled, so we don't have to go up there. I was like, okay. So what we did then, all those days, worked. You know, so we know what works. You know,
Being out there and defending your rights.
Exactly.
You got to. You have to, because nobody's going to defend them for you. You know, you got to get out there and do what you got to do. And a lot of people are scared, but sooner or later you'll figure it out. It's there, and you got to do it. You know, you got to survive. And that's the only way to survive, is to do what you got to do.
And they I know in your country they are fighting for the living wage as well. You know.
They are, even though the conditions there is a little bit, they're a little bit different than, what we say still holds true, in the sense that nowhere in the world, nobody is defending your rights unless you get out and defend your rights yourself as a victim.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's good. But the main thing is that people all around the world has the same cause, and that is they can't feed their families. They can't make it on this one job. People now, they got micro jobs they're giving people, you know. And then sometime in third world countries, they looking at them lesser than a person, so they not trying to give them nothing. That's where they taking all of their business overseas, and you know, trying to milk people and make them work for nothing, and then they make all the big bucks. And that's what all of these CEOs been doing, taking their business overseas and 35 cents and 20 cents an hour, stuff like that. They, you know, and don't pay no taxes, you know, see? So they call themselves getting out and playing the government, and the government going after the wrong people instead of going after the people that's doing all of this stuff. They don't do nothing to them, you know? So that's a slap in the face, you know?
No matter what the specific context is that workers are facing, the larger situation doesn't change, which is that the rich people are getting richer, the poor people are getting poorer. So somebody is stealing somebody's money and is not being accounted for.
You can believe that. They definitely doing that.
For real.
They stealing that all the way.
It's coming from somewhere. You know, and it's people like us that's where it's coming from, because these CEOs, they don't care as long as they getting that 5-digit, 6, 7-digit number, man. They don't care. They don't care nothing about you. They don't care nothing about him or me. You know, that's the way they are. And that's why we're going after them.
And the only way to turn around that is us getting out and claiming our rights.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. But like you said, we tell people to get on the train. We tell people that we ask them to get on the train. We're doing the fighting. They ain't doing nothing. We just tell them to get aboard, because the things is happening, and we're making it happen. We're just telling them, hey, listen, get aboard, because when this happened, you can at least say, I was on the train with y'all.
I was on the train.
See what I mean? And we going express. So we're not dealing with local stops. We're going express because we're going full speed ahead. So we're not stopping, and this is what we tell people. They ain't got to do nothing. We're doing it all. We're doing all the work. We the one going after the people. We just telling them, get on the train. And that's so easy. Get on the train. Somebody tell me get on the train and they done all the work. Man, I'll be on that train in a minute. You see? So I'm looking at it like, what's so hard about this?
Well, a lot of it has to deal with people being scared. And that's the whole thing right there. When they say strike fear into your heart, a lot of these people got that. It doesn't make a difference whether it's here or anywhere else, but a lot of people got that. And it's hard for them to believe, or it's hard for them to shake that notion, that feeling, and they'd rather be safe than to be sorry, which is anybody's philosophy. But when you got fear struck into your heart, man, there's nothing that can compare to that, because you're not going to do anything to step out of line because of you don't know what the consequences are going to be.
Well, that's what the government does in propaganda. They do that in the media, social media. They do that all the time. They use propaganda to strike fear in people, and they throw rhetorics and all kind of colloquials, and just throw stuff at people, just to let people know that, oh, well, if you do that, that's gonna happen to you. If you do that, ain't nothing gonna happen to them. They just don't want people to open their eyes and wake up, say, you know what? You've been duking me all these years. You've been robbing me. I have money, this and that, and I'm not afraid.
Employers do that too. And going along with your analogy, I think now we live at a time when even getting on the train is work itself.
Right.
Like he was saying, people are prevented by fear. They're scared that they're going to lose their jobs. They're scared that they're not going to be able to feed their families. So that is the part where, maybe we should talk to people and encourage them that there's no need to be scared, because you're going to be with the people who are fighting with you.
Exactly.
Once you have the courage.
Right. The thing is to get that courage first. And a lot of that's it all in a nutshell. You got to convince them, hey, look, they can't do nothing to you out here. All right. Even when you go back to your job, there's nothing that they can do to you. They can't do nothing to you. So,
Well, what we are trying to do, and we're going to have success with it, is that even if they do lose their job, we got them covered.
Yeah.
We have a contingency, and we can help them. Okay, don't matter where, and then going after the CEO, and get them, and strip them for all the money, strip them for whatever they have, and give it to the people. You see what I mean? Because that's what's going on. They're trying to strike fear in people, but in the same token, they're using the people's jobs. They're using, I got to feed my family. I got a family. I'm being thrown out. My rent is due. See, they're using daily livelihood to scare people, and to use that against people, to say that, oh, well, guess what? You won't have a job if you say something. You won't get no paycheck. See, so we're gonna stop that. We're gonna put
a barrier.
There, we're gonna shut that down. We're gonna cut that off. You see, and this is why our program, we're gonna help people go after them, get their money, and give it to the people, because it's the people's money anyway.
That's right.
See? And that's how we're gonna go after them. Wall Street is ruling the president. Wall Street is doing everything corrupt. They doing all kind of stuff. Ain't nobody even going after them. Okay? No one is going after them, but we're going after them. and we know how to do it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're going after Wall Street, and we're going to get them, and we're going to get all that money out that they got, and we're going to get it out of their hand and put it in the hands of the people, okay? So we're not worrying about that. That's not our concern, what they talking about, but we know ain't nobody ain't doing nothing, okay? But we found a way to go after them. And guess what? The job has been given to us to do what we are doing. No one has ever done this in the world. You know why? Because God has given us this job, and you know what? He gives people jobs that never has been done in the world. Joshua spoke to God, and the moon, the sun stopped for a whole day. That have never been done in this world. You see? He got things that never been done in this world. And that's one of them. A man talked to God, and God hearkened unto the voice of a man. And now archaeologists and all of them are just finding out, hey, one whole day is missing. You see what they say? But we've been knowing it was missing in the Bible. But they don't want to believe, so now they're finding out that that day is missing. And they want to put it in their journal and their writings, but now they believe in. That means that something has happened phenomenal, that Israel and them, Joshua and them had won a battle, and guess what? It happened from God. So this job has happened from God, and no one can stop this job that we're doing to help people. We're going to get people out of poverty. Poverty is out of here. I was in poverty, that's out. He was in poverty, that's out. You in poverty, that's out. We're getting rid of poverty. We're getting rid of it. So this is what we do. And so that's why we tell people to get on the train. That's why we tell them that. You know, and they making it hard. And we tell them you don't got nothing to be scared about. Why are people being scared? You know why? Because of propaganda. People watch the news. People watch bad news.
Read the paper.
They don't watch good news. You see? This is why things happen.
But Stanley,
this is in every country.
You got to remember where you at. There is no good news. There is no good news unless your boss telling you he's giving you a raise. Then you got to worry about how much it is. But there is no. A lot of people see news as a way of information. Well, I know not to go over there. I know not to do this. I'm gonna stay away from that. You know, and a lot of times there is no one reaching out to that person. They're like, hey, wait a minute, you don't have to worry about that. There's not a lot of that out there. And to tell you the truth, there's not a lot of people who want to do that. Yeah. And the thing about it is that's sad, because when they need help, they want people reaching out to them.
That's true. And Sena, I know you know people like that. You know. Have all kind of problems. People need help. You know.
It's important that people have the courage to extend a hand from the train to other people. Hold them, because if you're alone and fighting with the government or with your boss alone, then you are fighting against a system, against a structure that has a lot of power, a lot of money, a lot of resources. So to be able to fight that, you have to be in numbers, you have to be together, you have to stick together with other people, other workers.
But you see, that's the whole thing right there. You conquer in numbers. And the way you conquer is you have a lot of people. You got a lot of people, and that's what makes victory so good, because you got so many people there now that can share that, because we all did this. You know, and like you say though, the thing about it is to have the ones that got the courage and the fear to reach out. All right. Then on top of that, the ones that are out there that they're reaching out to also has to reach out, grab that hand, pull them on the train. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop, but we're going to slow down a lot. You know, and people be able to jump on. We continue.
Well, what I tell people is that when I make it, I'm gonna make sure you make it.
Yeah.
You see, that's because I've seen a lot of people already that made it, but they don't They don't
help.
They don't look out. They don't want help. They just, bury their face and go and do what they want. But they don't help nobody. Even when someone asks them a question or wanted to do something or in the process of doing something and they need a piece of information, they will not even give it to them, And so these are the people that I stay away from because I know who they are. And even people I have launched out to gave me the cold shoulder. So you know what I said? Well, I won't do that to somebody else. Let them stay, but they can never come and tell me that they did some help because I can show them and say, no, you didn't. Okay? And this is how you expose people. I said, no, you didn't because I launched out to you. And I only asked you a question. Okay? You never respond. You see? And so my thing is, I can't mess with them. But I can help somebody and pull somebody up out of the gutter when I make it, And this is what we're supposed to do, but we don't do it. People don't do it. And that's a shame, And so sometimes you have to make sure, see and watch who does these things so you can take notice and, hey, you don't want them a part of your organization. You don't want them a part of your set because, one bad apple spoils a whole bunch, so you don't want that.
When people sit up and realize that they can do this or this is what they should have been doing, they sit back and they feel like guilty because I could have been doing this all along. Don't worry about that. Just get up and do what you got to do. Once you conquer, it's all back there. Everything else is coming forward. So yeah, that's the way you look at it. That's the way I see it anyway.
So you look forward.
All the time.
You have to. You have to move full speed ahead. Even if you got to crawl, you got to walk, run, whatever, get there.
That's right.
You got to get to your destination.
Don't stop.
Yeah,
Nope.
Exactly. So this is where we headed. And then we, headed to pull people up out of the gutter, because we know people don't have a voice. And so somebody else don't have a voice, you are that voice for them, So that's what we are doing. We're trying to be the voice for somebody that don't have a voice, And we know that they're being done wrong. We know that they was fired wrong, that they was money stolen from them. They didn't get their paycheck. They got to wait weeks. They've been robbing them, nickel and diming them all the time, every check, every hour. So we already know these things. So it's not like we're sitting on Mars and we don't know what people go through. We can't feel the empathy, and the sympathy for people. That's not true. We down here, them on the hill, they have never been in our shoes, so they don't know what we go through. They'll come in your area or in your market or your community and want to find out what you're going through. But I don't have to go in your community. I am in your community, okay? I know what goes on. You know what goes on. I know what goes on. I can feel your pain. I had the same pain. I'm trying to bring you up out of the pain. You see? So they can't do that. And this is why there's no contact between us and them. Okay? So that concludes our time. But we would love to have you again.
I will come again.
Yes. Anytime, this is open. This is what we do.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. And we will. We have you anytime you want. But our time is gone now. But you see what happens in 1/2 an hour. And we're going to update it. Get another half an hour when we get the contingency to let people know where to get the money. So I'm going to go back to my shout outs. And I'm going to Chela. And this is sexyassladies.com. 25 minutes DVD. And you can go to her website. She also got Dorsey Girls, and she's on a cover. And you can go to chocolate models.com, and you'll see everything. And she also dealing with the Looney Tunes on Saturday morning. Children get their breakfast, and she can be on a cereal box in your area near you. Also, Chela from the Bronx, Straight Stunning Magazine.com. Go there and get every feature of her. She also is in this industry for 10 years in this industry, and she's #1. And guess what? This is her 10th anniversary. Straight Stunning Magazine.com. She also has CM Honeys, and she truly is a honey. And guess what? She has a DVD for 1 hour and 15 minutes. She also has ChocolateModels.com, 31 videos for 1 a day, 31 days. This is Chela from the Bronx. And I also have shout outs for Jackie, and she's still at Sally's. And we have G, Lorraine, because they do our facials at the mall. And we have Ashley and Anna's having a baby. And Dot and Melissa, and also Dot is having twins, and they with us. And so we'll see you next week. And we thank Sena for coming tonight, and she's going to be with us again. And we thank you for what matters at the Roundtable. See you next week.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Gonna see from what year, too much blood I run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rastaman. I study. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Gonna see from what year, too much blood I run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rastaman. I study. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Gonna see from what year, too much